Okay, get yourself comfy. We're going at it again. I'm going for a hero trial today because I'm running a little bit short on tokens. I could go for Shadow Man. It doesn't really make much of a difference. The hero trial today is interesting though. No coin drops at all, but every single stage has Trusty. So all I really need is an item that can kill a boss. And I should be, well, an item that can kill a boss, and possibly items that can suppress mods. So all of my coins are going to be coming from, pardon me, oh, what do you call them? Chests. That is the only way I'm going to get money. I mean, the hand axe I picked up can also generate me some cash, but the hand axe, it's satisfying in a way. It's not good. Right. So with this being Trusty, this is solvable. Always going to be solvable. Trusty is amazing. If you're not aware of it, Trusty is one of the, well, I mean, I mentioned on the earlier video, but yeah, it's one of the positive mods, one of the very few positive mods, which means that the level is always solvable without having to guess at all. You should never have to guess on the Trusty level, unless you generate a particularly heinous stage mod, and then that can force you to have to guess. So it just seems like a fairly easy way to generate some tokens, he said, knowing that he will regret this. I'm not going to go for the armour. Also, the monsters seem a little bit lower than usual. Okay, so no coin drops, but diamond drops are in. This could be nice and easy. In fact, I'm seriously considering not opening any more chests because one good omen could ruin this, and we are not in a bad position, especially with a dowsing rod. So yeah. So this might just be a decent run, just for a bit of a chat. So, how are you doing? I wish I could interact with you directly. It's the nature of the medium. I mean, if you don't have an active chat, what is streaming? And what is, you know, Let's Playing, what's recording on YouTube, or indeed any other website, other than talking to yourself and expecting someone to listen? Now, I've lived on my own for a number of years, you know, prior to settling down and all the rest of that adult stuff. And expecting someone to be listening to what you're saying when you're talking to yourself is, I don't know, it's okay. I won't say it's crazy, but maybe a little narcissistic. Oh man, I would have it. I would have it, but it's not always good. Nah. 300 mana. For 7. Yeah. You don't have to have it unlocked. Good. Now that has some potential. Past 30 turns. Yeah, no, that's not good. And we have. Yeah. That's with Trusty. That's fine. Yeah, I don't really need you. I shouldn't really use the term crazy lightly. It's not exactly it's not exactly fair, is it? I mean, there's going to be very little to say about this run, at least until we find a boss. Like I say, unless we Guess some particularly unpleasant stage mods. It's a shame that you can't reliably pick up Trusty, because it would be a really fantastic way to practice patterns. Right, one of these must be, which means the 2 is satisfied, so the 3, yeah. Trusty can be a good way of really making you think about, you know, whether or not a run is actually a failure or not. Because theoretically, well, not theoretically, there will always be a way to solve it. That's interesting with the hand axe, and yeah, this could be fun. Blep.
Hello.
Right, what have we got? Useful. Also useful. Right, potentially garbage. Yeah, I'm keeping that. Apples. Legendaries. Coffee, magic, time capsule, interesting. Garlic, legendaries, hand axe, mana. Let's take a cheap one. Keep 2. Gain defense 1/10 rounded down. I mean, they're okay. Definitely better in later levels. Oh, you'll notice the level theme on I believe it's Trusty Levels is the actual theme to the menus. It's not exactly that interesting, but it's something. That right. Trusty doesn't take into account any gleaning, so yeah, you just kind of get those as freebies. Lantern, I'm looking for more destructive magic items than I am for useful utility stuff. Also, the educational is one of the mods that could potentially really mess around with Trusty, because if I can't see what's under the signs or the loot that the signs drop, then we've got a problem. So having the hand axe is a little bit useful, but not that useful, because if they spawn a bunch of hearts or something, then yeah, there's a problem. I nearly just messed up quite badly there. Right then, one of these. So if only one of these can be, this must be. Yeah. Okay. One of these must be, but only one of these. So that is. Yeah.
Hello.
I mean, I'm aware that this is nomadic, but goodness me. Buying lies and clarity. I've forgotten what a clarity does.
Hello.
Hand axe. No, I think the hand axe is going to pay for itself. That's honestly, I may buy another set of magic items. 1, 2, 3. I mean, there is a little bit of a temptation to try to go for the level 3 wizard award, because I don't have that yet. Now, yeah, okay, we are fine. And some of these guys are selling cheap gear, so there's especially if you keep getting diamonds like I am, there is some fairly good potential to make some cash. I'm aware that I could be getting more cash if I was opening the chests, but
hello.
I mostly need to pick up tokens right now so I can play some more Beyond runs. So, gain some levels, maybe go through some ascensions, prestige, whatever they're called in this. And just make a little bit of progress. There's a bit of a grind, but I mean, I'm not afraid of the grind. I used to play Maple Story. And we're done. 86. I don't think I could really get the wizard achievement with what these guys are giving me here. Liar, legendaries, hand axe. Infinity key is it's not as good as this thing makes out. 35 coins, coffee, legendaries. Yeah, okay. Dynamite, we've got a boss killer. Visible loot to hearts, glean, visible loot to bones. Okay. There's not a vast amount of use in me having bones. I mean, in the game, obviously. In person, I need bones. And yeah. Nothing, huh? Okay. But, yeah, there is some achievement progress to be had there. You know, these mods are actually working out rather well today.
Hello.
I've got very little to complain about. I mean, I'm from Yorkshire, I'll find something to complain about invariably. But, that's, yeah, that's probably not a reference that goes down with people who aren't from the UK. Yeah, there is a saying in this country, it's grim up north, which I'm from the north. Well, if you ask someone from around here, we're not from the north, we're sort of from the middle. Nobody in this country seems to be able to agree on exactly where the north-south divide actually is, although everyone has their own opinion. Yeah, it's kind of a long-in joke, really. Although some people do take it rather seriously, because people are going to people. Let's see. Anything good? 26, I might be able to afford another magic item soon. Which would be okay, I guess. Not sure whether I really want to buy one. Okay, so one of these two must be, meaning that these two are safe. This. This is the power of trusting. Yeah, just really don't go wrong. I could be using that one magic item that'll give me more defense. I don't particularly care though. Go on then. Take 5 coins multiplied by 1/10 of a 3x3 rounded down to the nearest 10. Interesting. It is unlikely to be worth the coins I pay for it. I can't really see what my best bet would be. 369, yeah. I mean, I'm certainly going to get 5 from it if I use it. I mean, maybe I'd rather have the mana. I think I'll keep the mana. Mana's useful. Mana. Right, we have Shiny is interesting. Convulsing is fine. Silenced is fine. And this is the Shiny music. Oh, gosh, we're getting some lag. Yeah, Shiny is kind of amazing. Well, it's amazing unless it's paired with Explosive, in which case that is the greatest tragedy of our modern times. I haven't had it happen yet. But I'm certain that it's possible. So what's this called now? Shiny Convulsing Skies. Goodness, I don't want to imagine what that would look like. It's pretty clear, if you really look into what some of these stage names are, that this is not a world you would want to live in. It sounds horrific. Especially any of the levels taking place in the womb, because, yeah. Friggin' womb, man. That's gnarly. I really miss 90s slang. I felt like I had a really solid cultural grounding in the 90s, like I really knew where I stood. Now all the words are confusing and strange to me now. I find them almost a bit threatening. I don't even know what young people are saying anymore. I mean, I do sometimes look the words up, and then I usually get a little bit cross, and then you know, have to go and do something else for a while. Don't. If any of you can avoid aging, you really absolutely must, because it's not worth your time. I'm only mid-30s. Not even over the hill yet. I had to open it. There's no getting around that. I needed to be able to see what was under that chest. Well, go on then. I mean, yeah. It's nothing great, really. It doesn't matter. So go on then, let's apply a liar again. Hey, nice. 69 monsters. Time Lord Kronos? Your time's up, buddy. Yeah, I feel the same way. Right then, the stage mod is largely beneficial, but not enormously. Unless I misclick or do something incredibly stupid, and being that this is shiny, I could probably solve it by coding. We have a big W. For the first time in me, in my what do you call it, history of playing this and recording it. And yeah, I can just collect dark hearts because nothing's around to use them. It's quite satisfying actually to pick them up knowing that they really can't do anything. Yeah, why not? Clean away. Whoosh. Yeah, I've already got the achievement for locking all of my inventory slots, so I don't really care about that. Saying I don't care about that has just put Buddy Holly by, I think it's Weezer, in my head. I once heard an orchestral cover of that at a friend's wedding, and it's been stuck in my head ever since. First time I've ever heard it, and it's catchy. It's catchy as hell. It's kind of a cool video as well if you're old enough to remember the old sitcom Happy Days. When I say old enough to remember, or if you happen to watch the accounts of TV stations that would show it on repeat. When I was a teenager, I used to watch pretty much nothing but the Paramount Comedy Channel, and yeah, I didn't get out much. I was 15 or 16 and spent all my time doing jigsaws and watching Paramount. What a time to be alive! And we are done. Shazam.